Welcome back to the Fortnite Everything Podcast with Glenn and with our guest Zero, which is down here for me. How's it going, guys?
I'm good. Welcome to part 2. I am very excited for this.
Oh, yeah.
How are you, Zero?
I'm doing great. Very excited as well.
All right, so this is part 2 of this podcast. You can watch it out and then watch the first part, or you can watch the first part and then watch this part. But either way, it's on Glenn's channel. It'll be at the end of the video and in the description.
Talking about all things Fortnite. We covered Fortnite mirrors. We covered the Epic Games layoffs, the Arkham competitive. And what we were going to be talking about is the next live event and live events after post Chapter 5.
All right. So they came out with something in Unreal Fest that said they were working on a concert and more events. And a concert kind of surprised me, I'm not going to lie. I didn't really expect a concert yet, especially over the storyline stuff, though. Like,
I completely expect that.
Yeah?
Why not? With the lack of storyline that we've been getting?
Well, I know, but I just expect they were slacking.
What do you want to see?
I don't know. Zero, who do you like to listen to that you'd like in Fortnite?
Like a Michael Jackson collab. Or
No.
collab.
Summon him from the dead. Four Nightmares style. Make him purple.
Okay, well, how about this? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to too much music, but I like the blues. What if we get like just a blues collab? There's got to be a blues singer that's alive.
I mean, it's possible.
What if we just get like a guitar back bling and it just says blues on it? Come on, I'll settle for that. I'll be real.
Yeah,
okay,
but I mean, like, what about like an actual riff tour that they could do?
Ooh.
Taylor Swift.
I've had enough.
I'll take Taylor Swift, but as long as Nick A30's in the event, because he likes
that'd
Taylor
be so
Swift.
funny. You know, Nick A30. Somebody asked him if you could be anywhere you wanted to be right now, where would you be? And he said, Taylor Swift's bathroom.
Yeah.
He
It was the weirdest clip I've ever seen.
I didn't see that.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, but honestly, I'd settle for a Taylor Swift, maybe Drake, because everybody likes Drake.
Oh, Drake could be good.
Yeah,
I'm still on Team Post Malone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
That'd make for like a perfect riff tour. But Ariana Grande was too underwhelming. I feel like Taylor Swift would be the same thing. Dude, have you seen the way she looks now? She looks like a ghost.
Who?
Ariana Grande. I just saw a video of her not too long ago.
Nah, I haven't seen her.
The girl looks like a robot. AI got to her. I don't even know if it was plastic surgery or what. But Taylor Swift would be a little bit underwhelming, just like her, because not enough like.
Because it's.
Huh?
Nothing.
Well, she's already in the game though. She's already had an event, so.
I'm talking about Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Taylor Swift would be cool. How much of the Fortnite player base listens to Taylor Swift though?
Yeah, exactly. She has like every girl, but
nah, she's
that's
got well, yeah, I guess there's Fortnite people. Let's get.
I feel like in your
like
radio, but you wouldn't know it's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, Taylor Swift. I guess Nick A30 would now that you're mentioning it, but but it's crazy how much influence that girl has now.
Yeah,
like with everything going on with the NFL, they're constantly just, oh, Taylor Swift sat here, Taylor Swift reacted to this catch. It wouldn't be a bad idea to get her in a Fortnite.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I guarantee you, her fan base, at least like a small chunk of them, which would be good for Epic, right? To get any new people would go on to like experience that concert.
She's all about her concerts and stuff now. She's getting a movie about it. Imagine
Really?
though, like
I thought she already had a movie. Like we started a Fortnite podcast, now we're talking about Taylor Swift. Good job mentioning
everything. Okay. So we got this. So who would I want? I want somebody notable. Somebody that's never been
oh, not Taylor
seen
Swift,
before.
Somebody notable. Taylor Swift isn't
not
notable.
Taylor Swift. She's too popular. She's too wide range.
You're just giving reasons why they should add her in a riff tour.
Yeah, but like, let's see. They gotta have something special to them.
Hey, honestly, I just need people to stop asking for the Travis Scott skin in random Twitter comments. That's what I'm going for.
Give me the Twitter. Oh, give me the Travis Scott skin.
I don't even think it's like that. I don't even understand that's like, it's an okay skin, but I don't get the hype behind it, man.
I think it's because it guarantees you 8 kills in a match.
Does it?
I don't know. Mr. Savage said that or something.
I don't think anyone understood that. That's okay.
Sorry.
Maybe it was offensive.
What?
If you know, you know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So
8 kills is offensive.
Okay, so we talked about the concert. So we have the time machine. Okay, well, actually, I'm excited in general for these upcoming months because they mentioned all the way back in like January, they sent an email out to creators that said something about how fall and winter are going to be the best times for Fortnite. You're not going to run out of any content. There's going to be other stuff. So what if there's a concert and an event? Well, there will be an event. There's a concert event and then a small 1-month season related to something. Okay, what if? No, I guess we don't have enough time. I was going to say, what if we did a concert, and this time the concert actually led to something? So the concert, and then like a 1-month season revolving from what happened in the concert. And then after that, the 0 point destroyed. Like, 0 points destabilizing. And then boom, and then chapter 5 comes.
How do you think they're going to like transition into chapter 5 this time? Do you think the 0 point's going to come back?
It's gotta, and if not, then it's not the same story.
How is that paradigm going to come back? Or, sorry, Bria Larson now.
Is she going to come back?
She went to 6259, right?
Something like that.
I remember that. I don't know. But, yeah, she went to one of the different islands. I thought that might be the Ice Moon, but that wouldn't make, any
I
sense.
think she's just near the map somewhere. I think the theory is that she's stuck in the island or something.
You know what I hope happens? I hope that instead of like the 7 concluding everything, I hope it's Jones and Sloan.
Yeah.
They do something. Maybe they team up, they work together, they go down to the IO base, they figure something out. Maybe they can destroy the 0 point from there or something.
That would be really
I don't want like the 7 to come back. I don't want the paradigm to fix anything. I don't want like
paradigm is done
I don't know.
Part.
We've had like the whole 7 live event.
Died, right?
Sorry?
Sorry, Paradigm died, right?
I don't think she died yet.
Wait, who got consumed by the Chrome? The Foundation, this Origin?
No, she didn't die like that. She went to the 0 point, then she came back for Fracture, and then...
Oh, yes. So she's just hanging around then.
Yeah, she's just
No, but
she
said my part is done or something. It sounded like she was making...
Yeah, but she didn't die. She just said, my part is done, it's up to you now. Talking to the 0 point, and the 0 point
yes.
its part.
But she got, pulled towards the 0 point. That's another thing. Why did they not show her, hop off the rock she was standing on? She just, went, it slowed down, and she never jumped off.
Well, it brought her to the island, so that's good, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that was 6259, the white mountains and everything.
Yeah, I have no idea about that.
Yeah.
Christmas update. White Mountains.
Oh, yeah, 6259 was the Chapter 4 map that got pulled together. That was the... Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What if all of these... I guess it makes sense. These upcoming... Where we're going to have unlimited content. It starts in Halloween. You get the Halloween event, and it's actually good this time, hopefully.
Didn't they specify November?
Oh, maybe.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Either way, after the Halloween event, we'll go to Christmas, and it'll probably lead. Oh, Christmas is usually in the beginning of the season of the chapter.
Yeah. So with the 1 month long season, the new chapter is going to launch within the first few days of December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
That's how it's going to work. Yep.
Isn't it usually December 22nd?
Nope. Unless you're talking about Winterfest.
Yeah.
Because the Winterfest update's somewhere around the 20th or a few days before the 20th.
That could be something we could see for the Halloween event. Again, I'm not a super big Halloween guy. I don't know if this would make any sense, but what if we had a cabin themed thing for it? Not literally.
Oh, I've seen people suggest that. That'd be so cool. I would love that.
Oh my goodness.
Just a little spooky house.
I want a. I want.
Don't say you want the FNAF thing, bro.
Oh yeah, FNAF. I want a open world, and then imagine Winterfest during open world. It's snowing everywhere, and you get to go to the
beautiful.
cabin. You get to walk down that nice path.
What do you guys hope happens in the open world mode? Anything in particular?
I'd you know how they had that LTM with it was basically open world, you had
I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's called Impossible Escape.
I don't know, but you got an umbrella or something if you want. If they can do that, there's another umbrella change. If I forget, remind me. They added something with ranked, which would be cool. But yeah, I think if they did something like that. The thing is, the only real issue I have with the theory with going into the what's it called? forgot now.
Open
world, sorry. Yeah. If the only issue I have with that, how are they going to maintain that and not like let it die?
Yeah,
Because
I don't know.
So many what was that? I used to play Roblox when I was a kid. There's like, I don't know. You could like pay, and then there was like maps and stuff where it's basically open world. Like you buy a house, and then it's like actually like basically
a tycoon.
Not a tycoon, because like it saves your slot like all across days, and you can actually like somehow make money. I don't know. It was weird, but if they can do something to make it like stay fresh, because that game died. If they can do something to make open world stay fresh for like a year at the very least, I'd like to see it. But otherwise,
I would do.
It feels super risky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what are they gonna do? Like, eventually, a player's just not gonna want to, go chase the chicken on a quest. It's like, I don't know what they're gonna do. like they have to devote all of their resources. They're gonna have to lay off basically everybody for the storyline. I mean, that'll be good.
No, I imagine that it would be storyline.
You think?
Well, yeah. I feel like that would be cool.
It would be cool, but I don't think that's the direction they would go with it.
Where Donald Mustard was taking it is that we're gonna escape the loop. Even with Fracture was our memories fracturing because the loop got broken for a short minute. We started remembering our stuff, and then we got put back in the loop and forgot it. So that was like a glimpse. And then what if in Chapter 4, we were supposed to escape the loop, go into open world?
Is that what happened in Fractured?
That's what I think they were trying to get across.
So that's an interesting idea. Because I've actually, like, I could just be wrong, but because I talk about the storyline a lot, especially with like a community on my channel and stuff.
They said that they had like a plan, and that's what I got from it. I don't know if that's what happened.
Who's they? Like, what are you talking about?
On Real Fest or whatever, they released like a page that their goal was for that event.
Oh, so this is new information.
Yeah, it's new.
Interesting. So we were heading on towards it's actually finally escaping the loop.
Yeah.
Dude, that could have that makes me think too. Like, if we finally escaped the loop, maybe Donald was trying to be done this whole time.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the goal with it, but it didn't work out. Maybe the message didn't get across. Because I'm guessing neither of you thought that was the takeaway from Fracture until recently then, right?
Well, I think we got put back in the loop.
Yes, but I mean, like, that whole storyline, I was always under the assumption, let me know if you guys were under the same. I thought it was just like another, we're moving into the new chapter type thing. Yeah. Like the 0 points destabilizing. We need to put it back together.
I think it was meant to be more, but it was a failure. Because that was like a lot that's been going on recently.
What were they thinking?
I think Save the World's gone now, so they have room for improvement with different modes. I think because Tim Sweeney even laughed at the idea of Battle Royale ending.
Yes.
So what if they actually change? What if they don't change Battle Royale? If they keep it going, but like it's not a completely different mode, and then the storyline shifts to an open world, but it's still separate. Because I feel like if the loop ends, you're still gonna have Battle Royale. Like at the end of the day, even from a business standpoint, they're gonna want to make money.
Yeah. Yeah. No matter what, Battle Royale is gonna be a thing.
I think. What if it's like? What if open world shows like some way that the characters can like see the loop now as it's ended as a game, like some sort of like brawl thing. I don't know what it would be called, but like you go in a teleporter, you go to the loop, and you fight. I don't know. There's some sort of like game type
Smash
thing
Bros mode.
Yeah. They basically like you just go in and it's like a battle, but like the characters are like storyline wise, they're conscious that it's like they're going in there as a game.
Interesting.
That could work.
That's super. I don't think they're going to do that, to be honest.
No, that could work.
If they're going to try to tie it in, I think that could work.
Absolutely.
But I think if they're to do a completely open world thing, their game is shifting. Like, you're not even going to be able to look up what is Fortnite anymore. Like, I think if they're going to do that, it would be a completely separate game. Like, literally Fortnite 2. I don't know if they would really want to make it like super, super different in one game. I can't see that happening unless Fortnite just becomes like not lucrative at all.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Go, DJ.
Can you guys hear me?
Your mic's out.
Oh, brother.
So there we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
This is all the sun.
Have to do anything. Okay, but you want to know what was cool? The good opportunity Donald Mustard had with Fortnite to make his storyline, though, because I have a feeling Donald Mustard had that loop kind of idea in his head already before.
Oh, probably.
Because, like, I've been watching movies and stuff, like Groundhog Day, that movie was similar where he restarted the same day every day. And then there was another movie that I saw that released in like 2014. It was actually really interesting. It was The Edge of Tomorrow, I think. And it was really cool. It was like aliens invading and they were going to go fight them, but on his first mission there, he got put in the front lines and then he killed this certain alien and it like
spoiler alert.
Gave him the ability to respawn or something. That's not a spoil. That's the first thing that happens. And then, but then he gets to respawn, eventually beat this whole alien stuff. And it's really interesting because I feel like Donald Mustard probably had that in his mind already, that kind of idea where you would respawn and not have memories, but you have to figure out how to escape this place. And it has an escape. It's just hard. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because like he probably had those characters set up and that ability. But then, like, we got the battery out, which was just perfect for it. Like, that's perfect. Also, your camera's being funny again.
I still find it... so interesting, like, the way that Donald told the story. That's, like, nothing we've ever seen before.
I know.
That guy's mind is incredible.
Definitely.
Like, to have the map being the main character, to be in a simulation, that's what the Battle Royale is. Like, do you guys remember back in the day when we were talking about, like, it potentially being the characters in a simulation, the government instead of the IO.
That's fine.
It was so crazy.
I mean, they made the bunkers like years in advance, so like they knew what they were. I think the loop thing is really Donald Mustard's like way of trying to make a battle royale make sense in a storyline.
Yeah,
like, there's not. I feel like there's not 1,000 ways you could just do that easily.
Well, but that's what he based it off of.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that particular thing is just to base the battle royale in the storyline. Like, make it at least make sense, not be super separate.
Yeah.
I mean, and from that, they were able to collaborate with like Batman and all of these different comic books and things like that, and branch it out in so many different ways. And now they have like so many. They have more collabs than most movies. It's crazy.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I feel like when they reach that point where like you don't have any more notable collabs to do, you have to wait for the next movie to come out. It's like, what are they gonna do? That's kind of my question. Like, are they gonna move to creative even more? Is that why they're focusing on UEFN so much, so people can just make their own thing?
Well, I think it was a good idea in like to focus on creative a little bit, like, because I still believe that creative will be the future. I really do. Yeah. Because look how fast it's progressing. That's like the maps are getting better, the game modes are getting better.
What if
it's just not yet? Sorry,
go ahead.
No, that's it. Go.
What if UEFN takes like I feel like that you can literally make movies with that thing. Like you can. What if that takes over the gaming space, like fully? Like people just start making games. It goes full Roblox mode on everybody, and that's it. Like that's all of gaming. What if in like 10 years down the line, UEFN just is like, I don't know, who was the guy saying the meta stuff? That could literally be it.
Yeah, I agree. I still believe that's the future, like I just said.
Would you guys be for that? Like, not just that.
I imagine. You want to know what I imagine? Hear me out. You want to know what I imagine? They laughed at VR and first person for now. They didn't laugh at it. What if they add the ability for first person and then eventually add VR support for UEFN, not for Fortnite, but for UEFN or Zero Build? But I imagine that's pushing it. I imagine UEFN, you can make VR maps.
Oh yeah.
Can you not already do that with Verse?
I have no clue.
You probably could, but you can't have Fortnite on your VR yet.
Not Fortnite itself, but UEFN, I would assume, probably. I mean, they did the body cam thing you were just showing earlier.
Yeah.
With the video of like a first person game.
Yeah, but
that's another thing. What's happening with first person?
Probably Chapter 5. I can see that finally being like the big new change, but then again, they already have the racing update. That could be it.
Yeah,
true.
But we usually have some sort of mechanic or something.
Hurdling.
Again?
Have you guys seen like Fortnite did a collab with like the gas company with a shell?
Like, You're ringing a bell. You're ringing a bell.
I thought that was a racing event. They had an advertisement with like a full racing thing. I was like, that's the thing. And it's just a creative map. I don't know. I feel like Fortnite's trying to collab a lot in ways that really will get them more money, and that makes sense from a business perspective 100%. I just think that they need to prioritize what made the game popular in the first place. Don't overcomplicate it so much. And Okay, thanks, camera. I think that I don't know. I don't want them to overcomplicate it too much, but if they don't innovate, it's going to be really bad. And that's kind of what I hope that the racing mode and the Lego thing, like they just change gaming like completely. I mean, that's what they're known for, in my opinion. They just completely change gaming.
Oh yeah, 100. Like there's nothing that'll touch this game.
Yeah. What do you think happened to like the things like weather, like the weather events, and like all of these like things they've just scrapped. Like
I know.
So the whole fracture event was going to be good. It wasn't going to be trash.
Weather specifically, I just went hard in my new video talking about. I've wanted weather in the game since I started playing this game. They gave it to us. It was perfect, absolutely perfect. It's gone.
What else did they do?
I think there was bugs with like certain ones, but not the tornadoes. Tornadoes seemed fine.
No, because we had the blizzards, we had the tornadoes, and then we had the lightning storms. What else was there, right?
I don't think they actually ever added the blizzards, did they?
Yeah, they did.
They did? Oh, okay.
And it was perfect. It was so good because like it was that was in chapter 2 of the blizzards.
I think there was storyline to it as well.
Really?
The Chaos Agent or something.
Good girl.
Maybe I just don't recall. I don't know. I think their whole Fortnite storyline is like bringing things into the map now. I mean, that was all of chapter 4's theme was literally like, let's just bring other maps into this one.
Yeah.
So are they going to start coming back to that? Like, let's make something, and then later down the line, let's just like somewhat make it make sense in a cool way with a storyline. Or are they just going to like, okay, well, Venom's coming over here, so that's why it makes sense. And then another part of the map is coming over here. Like, everything just goes to the 0 point now.
Well, I would imagine
off track, but that's kind of like why.
No, I would imagine in chapter 5 everything's gonna be like perfectly okay because I don't know what the hell they possibly have planned, but they are pretty damn confident about this next little bit at the end of the year. But with Charlie Wen taking over, dude, this guy's probably super excited to do it. He wants to prove himself. He has experience with like amazing stories. I'm confident everything will be okay.
Hear me out. You know how every single time so far we've had to make a new map or a new map was found or something? So, chapter 1 we had the map. Chapter 2 it was not there yet. I don't think when the black hole happened it created the second half of the map. And then in chapter 3 it was the chapter 1 map after the black hole, so it like flipped and it was already there. Chapter 4 it all exploded and you had to make a new one. Chapter 5, what if it's somewhere already and we already have the map, but we just don't know where or what? Like, if it's Olympus themed, what if we go to Olympus and it's already there? Or something
that's possible.
Like that. Like, I imagine they'd want to do it creatively where it's not like,
help the 0 points destabilizing.
And then, boom, new one. Like, they wouldn't just do that again. They would have to have something new.
Really? I think they would do that again.
I think they would, but I think for a creative part, they would be like, okay, so how are we going to get a new map this time? Are we going to sit here, let it explode, and make a new one again? Or are we going to find a new one? Or...
I think chapter 4 is like, it's set in space. That's not normal. You don't have people breathing in space in most video games.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something they cannot let go. Yeah, no, I know, but like, in Spawn Island, it's not in the loop, which first off doesn't make too much sense. But
I would imagine it is in the loop then, wouldn't it? It'd have to be.
No, because you can see the map as far.
Well, maybe because if you take a look at like when they zoomed out of the loop in that one trailer, like it was like a massive bubble in space.
Yeah.
I think it's different this time. I mean, there's no water really. There is water, but it's not like there's a big bubble. It's more just like I think it's just a zone that you have.
Yeah, it's the same type of thing.
I think. Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like if they can use the space theme in some way, I mean, we know the ice moon's just there now. We know there's got to be more in that creative realm. They can't just like leave space and like just make a new map. I feel like it wouldn't go well. And now that we know like there is no like it's all it's somewhat simulation, like the the loop thing is the sky, but it's really not the sky. It's kind of weird. I feel like if they're gonna do anything to wrap up this, it's got to be something from space. It's got to be.
I mean, you can always bring back the last reality.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I don't imagine.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
The Donald Mustard tweet that was like his last send off thing.
Yeah.
Could that be the UFO? That's what I saw. Like the first time I looked at it, I was like, that it has a circle in the middle. If you look at the lines, it kind of has like, I don't know if it's the right word, topology. It sort of looks like that.
It's so true. There's so many things that we found out that we speculated and we're like, no, can't be. So I'm all for it.
What that purple thing is, could that be Kevin McHugh? Because I don't know if that's actually there. Like, it's kind of looks weird. Why would it just be like randomly purple?
Yeah, it's always possible. You know what I'm still stuck on? I still think Astria means something. They put too much work into the design for that character, the loading screen. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Too much work went into that. It's gotta be.
No,
might just be symbolism.
I think something in the future. The new map. I don't know. The cube cradle's in her chest, dude.
What if the map flips? What if the map flips?
I guess it wouldn't shock me if they did that again.
I don't know how they're gonna get to the other side this time. They're just gonna like hope that they make the right jump because it's 0G in space. But I don't know. I feel like that'd be cool.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be one big hard reset, especially with Donald leaving. They're gonna call it like Fortnite Book 2 or something. It's not even gonna be chapters.
All right.
I wonder if we'll ever get word that Donald Mustard and Charlie Wynn have like a sit down talk.
They did.
Oh, they have. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You can't just go, here you go.
Go ahead, buddy. You got it, bro. You can do it.
I still wonder if they're going to continue the overall storyline or if they're going to just completely reboot it. I have no idea which route they're going to go.
I hope they... It's a bittersweet thing. I don't want them to reboot it, but I sort of want them to reboot it just to leave Donald's thing. If Donald leaves, and like he is technically already gone now, but he's not able to tie up all the loose ends. Like I saw your guys, like I don't know if it was your first or second podcast. There's so much he has not covered.
Yeah.
And he made, I still don't get why Brie Larson's in the game. Sorry, Brie Larson. I don't know who you are right now. I'm sorry, but I don't get it. Like there's so many loose ends. Like aside from the paradigm, who was the singularity? Like,
well, that new picture came out. You guess you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, where
they were supposed to be the same. Where that image showed,
it was like
during
concept art or something.
During Collision, that picture showed a singularity paradigm mix at the top middle. Some people think it were those characters, but I don't think so. Just that
not a
make
chance
sense for the paradigm.
What happened to the rest of the 7 though? They all like melted. They're gone. Chilling. Like what?
They got consumed by the chrome.
How did they go? I'm going to talk about this in my next video. How did they talk about huge superhero like battles for years, and then they just like, we're just going to add a flower girl.
No, it makes sense. She
melt
was
all the characters without even being there.
Her name.
Immediately just start laughing. Like just shows up, not even there. It doesn't make any sense.
Her name was the Herald. It was supposed to bring bad news, and then the last reality was supposed to come after she destroyed the map. And in that original folder or video, the UFO came and abducted the 0 point, and then it blew up the UFO or whatever and went off. But it was supposed to happen. Also, while we wrap up, we got like 2 minutes. If the last reality is supposed to come, I don't imagine it coming for this finale, but I imagine it coming during or after the finale, and Chapter 5 is based around the last reality, because that sort of makes sense to tie everything up a little bit, because that's the last thing we have. If the last reality came, it would finish the story. It could tie up a lot of loose ends where the 7 are at the last reality's cube cradle because of the chrome. Jones would probably come back to help us. Sloane would have had her plan finished. Stuff like that. Like, we use the time machine. Last reality comes as maybe we're trying to use this time machine, and then they stop us, and then the time machine gets kind of pushed back to Chapter 5 or something, and then maybe the finale of Chapter 5, we finally get to use the time machine, and then boom, we go back to Chapter 1, and that game ends. Something like that.
That could work.
Obviously not that long, because time machine for 4 more seasons would be crazy, but you know what I mean.
If they do it properly, I wouldn't mind it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a nice big payoff, just distract us instead of like hanging it over our heads like Midas, where nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, Midas is around. Oh, the time machine's here.
Yeah.
They just need to fix it up a little bit.
I feel like, and I don't want to go too off track here, I just want to mention one thing before I forget with Donald Mustard and his kind of absence over the last like a little bit, even before he did retire. What if, with this huge, we don't even know, 800-person layoff, was he really ever being used? Was his was his work kind of underappreciated? Like, did he really retire, or was he somewhat pushed out of the company?
I mean, that's always possible.
Yeah, I feel like that it'd be hard, but I feel like that might be it. And why is Brie Larson randomly just this character? I'm sorry, Brie.
It works.
No, it doesn't.
It works.
Well, okay, I don't.
She was good at it, but it's just not what we wanted originally.
I didn't know it was Brie Larson. I had no idea. When the first time I saw the event, it took me a minute. Like, my reaction is up on YouTube. I had no idea that was Brie. I was like, the paradigm. I did not mention that was her.
Well, I didn't know who Brie Larson was before. I mean, I know she played those characters.
Guys, what's going on?
We've passed 30-minute mark. If you guys have watched this far and you haven't seen part 1, go watch part 1. It's in the little podcast thing. It's like right there. It's in this little circle. Click on it and you can go to the whole podcast. There you go. And watch this one way over under Clen, Point Clen. Right there.
Right here.
If you click right there, that'll take you straight to something.